All right, co-host.
What is up, K Cool Man?
All right, I got a question for you.
Damn it, you and your questions. What are you, a cop?
No, I'm a lawyer. Hey, and you're an executive.
All right, I'll play your silly games.
All right, I got to ask you something real quick. It's simple.
Make it quick.
All right, hey.
Time is precious.
All right, hey, all right, okay, wait. All right, so you're executive. You got all kind of money and everything. Mm-hmm. And then you got these two sick kids, right? Mm-hmm. They got a disease. And then you realize that, you know what, I have a chance to save my kids, but I'm going to have to give up this lavish executive lifestyle. Would you do it?
All right, first, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I don't have any damn kids. I don't care what that woman told you. They're not mine, all right? If they're sick,
hey,
don't tell me their problems.
I'm a lawyer. I'm not Maury Povich, all right?
Let her deal with it, all right?
Okay.
It was her fault to begin with.
Excuse me.
All right?
Sorry.
She could say no.
You
all
know,
right, I'm done. Get me out of this room.
Answer to the question is...
No.
Okay, thank you. That's what I thought. I knew that. I don't even know why I asked.
God
but for the
damn
sake of
it.
this review, I'm just
All
setting
right.
it up because
Okay.
we're talking about extraordinary measures.
Oh, yeah?
For some reason, I keep wanting to say extreme measures, like a Steven Seagal movie.
No, that sounds like a kick-ass film. No,
Yeah, not this
Extraordinary
movie.
Measures, not so cool.
No. But it does want to be very heartfelt. You have, crazy-ass looking Brendan Fraser, who's got a big old head now. Look like he got a disease. But he plays a guy.
He got fat disease.
He got donuts disease.
He got fat all stored up in his cheeks, or he's saving nuts for the wintertime. I couldn't tell.
And in his stomach too, apparently. But he plays a guy named John Crowley.
Mr. Crowley, trying to cure the Pompeii disease.
Well, see, that's the thing. Mr. Crowley, as you say, he has this nice, lavish job. He's an executive, got a nice home, beautiful wife, played by Kerry Russell in this movie.
Holy jeebus!
Who
yeah.
you told me she was in Felicity.
She was in that old ass show Felicity, and that was like, I thought that was like 5 years ago. But you see her in this movie, she looked like she's about to turn 40. I was like, damn,
Well, she is, isn't
what
she?
the hell? What the hell happened to her? She was but a stupid teenager the last time I saw her. Now she's like, she's older.
woman.
She looks like she's Leon's age.
Oh, stop it! Now she ain't that old. She's still hot. She's still hot. But Mr. and Mrs. Crowley, they have two children with a disease called Pompeii disease.
That's right.
Apparently, this is
Pompeii.
some disease. It's a rare. It affects 1 out of 40,000 children. And guess the lucky couple right here. They got not one, but two kids who have it. It's like a genetic disease. And what happens is it affects the muscles in the heart. There's a mutation that
It enlarges their organs.
in their organs too, liver and all that. And there's, I think, and all I know is that there's a mutation that causes them not to receive the enzymes that they need. They can't break down simple things like sugar. So what results is they become wheelchair bound and they have trouble breathing because they're weak. And so John Crowley, being the good father that he is, he's doing all this research on Pompeii disease. And he finds this one guy who's like a genius in that area. And his name is Dr. Stonehill, Dr. Robert Stonehill, played by Dr. Jones.
That's right. No time for love, Dr. Jones. Yeah,
You gotta find a cure, Dr. Jones, for Pompeii disease, Jones.
Han Solo.
I love you, Dr. Jones. Now, Dr. Stonehill in this movie, he's in Nebraska, working at the college there. And so one day, John Crowley just says, "Fuck it, I'm gonna walk out this important meeting. I'm just gonna catch a flight to Nebraska.
I'm gonna risk all my health benefits and my benefits towards my kids. Screw it.
He's got two sick ass kids. And
I'm
he's
a man of action.
I don't care about health benefits.
I fought off the mummy, and now I'm gonna go fight Pompeii disease. I'm an adventurer, damn it! You can't keep me caged up in here, woman.
Yeah, if I can beat the mummy, I can beat this disease. But that's what he's thinking. He's like, if I just take a proactive part in this, I can probably help my kids. So he gets up, leaves, goes to visit Dr. Stonehill. He goes see Dr. Stonehill, and they start talking about this disease that Dr. Stonehill is making some leeway on, but can't get any funding. Right. So,
and on top of that, he's an old crabby son of a bitch.
Oh, man, that dude is
he's too busy he's all about looking and making theories, writing shit on chalkboards.
He ain't trying
and that's it. And listening to his kick-ass oldies. Listen to that damn Freedom Rock.
I'm about to say, listen to Freedom Rock.
Turn it up,
Are
man.
you curing diseases to Freedom Rock, man? Well, turn it up, man. But this fool, he don't care about really saving lives. He just want to write that theory out.
He's just going to write that shit till he can't write no more.
Even when John Crowley, Brendan Fraser shows up, he's like, I've got two sick kids. I need your help. I don't give a fuck about your kids. That's bullshit. I just want to write my theories.
Just want to write theories and go fishing.
Go home and hang out with your kids before they die.
Because I'm a man's man.
Like a rock. But that fool, he's like, yeah, he's all crotchety and everything, but he sees that, Brendan Fraser's character is serious. And he goes and gives him a business proposition. He's like, look, you're not going to get much money. You're going to work long hours. You're probably going to give up a lot of things that you're used to, this lifestyle. And most of all, you're going to have to deal with my just mean ass all day.
Yeah, you're going to have to deal with looking at my tubby ass all day long.
Yeah.
And dealing with my bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
And dealing with my kids.
Yeah. Fuck your kids. I got a business proposition for you. Make me rich. But he actually doesn't care about the money. He's one of those scientists who's like, look, if you come work for me, not good. We don't even know if we're going to get a cure, but we're going to form a company which will help us get the funding that we need. Because I'm tired of trying to get the funding from the science department at school. They take my ideas,
they
take
the money,
college,
and then they give tired of them,
and then they give it to the football team. Money he's supposed to get goes to the football team. Cures athletes. We find a cure for athlete's foot.
The janitor dresses up nicer than that dude. Where's he getting money from?
But this fool. So they go ahead and they form this company, and from this point, man, I mean, even at the beginning of the movie, it's turning into a television film. I mean, it's going to happen.
It turns into a Lifetime film, and it's very predictable. And the other thing is, it's not very engaging. As soon as they get into the whole aspect of joining companies with another rival company who's trying to find the same cure, it just becomes not that interesting. You just don't care. All you know is that Brendan Fraser's kids are about to die. And it could be at any time because there's always an emergency. You never know when. Either, the little girl's about to die because she's coughing, or all of a sudden the kid can't throw bread into the pond to give to the ducks, and that means he's about to die. So that's all you're really left, as far as any means of I guess, tension in the film. Well, Other than that, it just becomes a boring class on how to get things done in the medical world.
Well, exactly. Well, from the beginning of the movie, you're looking at it and you're like, okay, this is kind of bland. But you know what? They got two sick kids in here in a wheelchair. Maybe there's something here that's just going to move me emotionally. It doesn't really matter how the filmmaking is. I mean, as much as I don't want to criticize this movie because it's based on a true story.
Right.
And we don't know what the real story behind it is. The movies, I always say based.
Yeah, right.
It ain't really exactly what happened.
For all we know,
life.
these kids died before anything happened.
Yeah, and they changed the story around. Yeah. They didn't find a cure for this.
We don't want to depress anybody.
Yeah. But I don't know enough about the real story to say anything, so I won't. All I know is looking at this.
Yeah.
I know that these kids are actors. I know these parents are actors. And there's a lot of bland stuff in there to remind me of that.
Yeah.
I mean, the moment the movie comes on, before a single title is introduced, we get that music that we hear in every feel-good movie.
Right. Yeah, if it were on TV, I'd immediately turn the channel.
You hear those chimes. And so you're thinking like, all right, strike one. Music already setting up what's mostly going to be a predictable movie.
Right.
But then the parents come in, and the parents. I mean, I know this guy's driven by his kids, but they never want to show you being mean to those kids at all.
Oh, no,
I mean,
not even being frustrated. There's a few scenes where you think, okay, this is where the dad is actually going to be a dad and snap, because you got one kid yelling, "Hey, Dad, pay attention to me, Dad." And he's like, "All right, son, all right," and you're just waiting for him to blow up, and then the kid ends up giving him like some money to help out with the research money, and you're like, aren't kids great?
Well,
no, that's not how it happens in real life. It'd be throwing a goddamn shooter. Get the fuck out of the room. Can't you see I'm working? I'm trying to save your sister's goddamn life, motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like that girl.
Yeah.
Just like, motherfucker,
shut up.
Shut up. But
like Corey's dad.
I know. My dad put me in a wheelchair for a little while. Strapped me down. You sit there and just shut the fuck up. Please, Dad. You tried to set that wheelchair on fire. Get out of that, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, Corey's going to look like Stephen Hawkins at the end of the month with his dad.
Go to your room.
Hello, co-host. Are you ready to record a review? I think it's hilarious when you talk, Corey.
You're very funny, asshole. But no, like that little girl in that wheelchair. I mean, she's just like a kid who runs around in a wheelchair. Right. I mean, that little girl in a wheelchair is just like the kid who runs around who has 2 legs to like run with, except she's more destructive because she's in a fucking wheelchair.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
she's rolling around at fucking 30 miles per hour through the house.
She's rolling over old ladies. There are like explosions going on whenever she's coming from somewhere.
Oh yeah, no. The house is on fire. She's knocking over vases and lamps and shit. And the thing is, the movie starts out with her like trying to run over her little brother. Her little brother like, no, and that little girl like,
It's like, is this like a villain from the X-Men or something? What's going on?
That little girl like, exterminate, exterminate, boom, 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 boom. Like runs over him, backs up, burns him again.
See a rocket shoot from her fucking chair.
But no, I'm sorry. I know that there's a point where parents get frustrated with their kids.
Right.
That little girl was tearing up as much shit as she was in real life.
Yeah.
Her dad would have been like, God damn it, I'm trying to find a cure for your ass. You know what? Take out the wheelchair, put it down. Now, you just sit there. All right, I don't want to hear no more shit out of you. Now tear up shit.
Right.
She's on the floor. Mom, shut up. No, we're not trying to like talk about these kids and their disease. I mean, we're cracking jokes, but we're trying to just say how the movie is so... It's so falsely sweet almost that
it's kind of
it's hard to believe. It's hard to buy into.
It's a little annoying.
Yeah. And then when we get into the story of Harrison Ford and Brendan Fraser, how they get into this business together, I mean, we know what's going to happen. I mean, they're going to have their differences.
Right.
He's the crotchety guy that's making everybody angry. Yes. You know, nobody can work with Dr. Stone here. I'm going to play my music loud and fuck you, motherfucker.
Yeah, he's like the rogue rebel of the group. Him and Brendan Fraser is the complete opposite. He's he's like the business guy. You know, he's there he's a suit basically.
Oh yeah.
And Harrison Ford ain't having any of that. You know, he plays by his rules. It's his house. It's his rules, and it's his cure. So he can be an asshole as much as he wants. And Brendan Fraser's like, no. Look, when you interact with people, you can't be a dick all the time. I don't give a fuck if you were Dr. Jones. All right, calm down.
It's
like, hey, fuck them. I do what I want. This is my cure, and that goes on through a good part of the film.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You know, they both have their they both have their proper places in the film. Like they'll run into a stumbling block. Brendan Fraser's the guy that can talk him out of it. Brendan Fraser gets into trouble.
Right.
Harrison Ford talks him out of it. I mean, it's just we know that they're going to come across these oppositions, but the whole time the movie just feels so structured. Like a TV film there's no surprises. Now, the only thing I can say is, hey, look, anytime you see 2 sick kids like they have in this movie, you're going to always feel good at the end of the movie.
You're going to want them to succeed at the end, you know, because they're just because you have to. You know?
Yeah, no, you have to.
They're playing that sympathy card.
You're going to be an asshole if you don't.
They know how to work those goddamn strings, you know, when it deals with an audience watching this film. You know?
Oh yeah, I mean, you just try to like come out there with a cold heart. That's always going to be somebody waiting at the door for you. You're the asshole. Ruin it for everybody. No, I think the reason why this has a TV feel to it is because it's directed by a guy named Tom Vaughn, who does a lot of television. I mean, granted, he does a lot of. Now you're thinking like he probably does like the Oxygen Channel or.
You might as well, yeah.
Well,
I thought when you say
a Lifetime,
right? Well, I thought anybody with the name Tom is just going to direct a bland movie.
Yeah, Tom. You know? Uncle Tom.
You're screwed as a director.
Nah, he's done some episodes of Big Love. And he's in the movie.
He's a TV director.
Yeah, and the movie that he did direct, one of them that I remember. What was that movie with? Oh, Jesus Christ! What's that? Oh, it doesn't matter. Shit.
With Jesus Christ?
What happens in Vegas?
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, that movie. That movie with punked. You're punked. We're gonna punk Justin Timberlake. Who's that guy?
Damn it! Why do you do this to me? Wait, with Justin Timberlake?
No, with Ashton Kutcher.
Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah, that movie was, even though I liked it, was still kind of a very straightforward comedy that was barely above TV quality itself.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, this guy, I don't know if he's because he has a big background television or if just this script is just so straightforward that it had that feel-good movie of the week type of tone to it.
It was very bland, and you know they didn't need anything exciting for the script because it was a bland script, so might as well call in a bland director, you know, who's just used to doing TV stuff. Yeah. He can do it on the cheap, and boom, you know, instant movie. You know?
Yeah, that's nothing.
You don't need Steven Spielberg to be working on this film.
No, it's nothing bad about this movie. I mean, it's not really terrible, but I mean, the script, right to like the filmmaker. I mean, the lighting. I mean, there's nothing really just special about this film other than to get that crowd in that's easily emotionally manipulated, and that's unfortunately not us. We're a bunch of heartless bastards. But
those damn sheeple.
Gives a fuck about the handicap. Ain't gonna move me with that shit. No. So I have to give this movie a rental, and it's not such a bad rental. I mean, like I said, if I was watching this on TV, I'd be kind of moved myself also. But going to the theater is just, I don't know, that's just too big of a for this kind of movie for me to be moved by.
I give it the same thing. Rental. If it were on TV, I'd go, oh look, I'd call up either Leon or Cyrus and go, hey, look, there's a movie you're interested on the Oxygen channel, and then I leave it at that. Then I change the channel. No, but this movie reminded me of like Real Genius with Val Kilmer, but not as cool. Yeah. So you think about that, Corey. You sit on that. You think about it. You think about the two main characters in that film.
It's been years since I've seen that movie.
Oh, that's your fault. But anyway, it reminded me of Real Genius, but not as cool. And yeah, the characters didn't interest me at all. I can sympathize with what they were trying to do as far as the goal of the film, as far as finding a cure for these kids. But other than that, nothing really held my interest. I didn't care that much, and I thought the performances were kind of just. I thought the performances were just okay. They weren't really doing anything new. Honestly, I thought the characters were kind of one-dimensional, to be honest.
Yeah.
They were playing the same note throughout each scene, and it just didn't do anything for me.
Yeah, the quest to find this enzyme or whatever this cure is that they're looking for is there's no surprises in it.
Not at all. So
yeah, you know that you're going to get pretty much a good ending to this.
Yeah.
I mean, there was one guy in there. See, this is what I hate about the movie, man. I hate to be cold. There's an actor here that we haven't seen in a while, Courtney B. Vance.
Yeah,
he was the black
best,
dude.
I thought you were going to talk about the guy who played Ferris Bueller's best friend in Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
No, he was in there for like a second.
Yeah, and I was like, why does that guy look familiar? Oh, that's Ferris Bueller's best friend.
Yeah, no, I forgot that guy's name, but I know you're talking about. Now, Courtney B. Vance was the black guy who got his church group and everybody together to give Brendan Fraser money, and then he showed up because he was going to speak for that big meeting that they had at the company, and he came out to testify and tell about the experience he had with his children. And I really wanted to feel for that brother, but he had one of the worst crying scenes in the movie.
Oh, really?
I thought so because he didn't produce any tears, and all he did to make himself seem like he was crying was crackle his voice.
Crack his voice, yeah.
And I just wanted to show up to date. Oh, no.
I was like, what disease does he have? Does he have Pompe disease too?
Pompe disease of the tongue?
That sucks.
Yeah. What is his disease? You reach puberty when you're in your 40s?
Where did you know this guy? I mean, did you say you've seen him in something before?
I grew up with him.
Oh,
no,
okay.
I know.
I was about to say.
No, I've seen him in movies before. He's been in a lot of movies. Yeah, I was just like laughing at that dude. I was like, man, you could at least, maybe that's a disease where he can't produce tears.
That'll be the sequel, Corey. There you go.
People, I'm crying. And I don't know, man. Did you? I thought it was funny too that they had two kids who had that disease, and they had that one kid who didn't.
That one lucky kid.
That one lucky kid. I always thought, like, is that one kid? Does he ever like rub it in their faces, like when they make him mad?
Yeah.
Like, you fuck you guys. At least I didn't get what you got.
Well, the scene when they were throwing bread at the ducks. There's a shot where you see that kid in the corner of the screen and he's looking over with his eyes, and I can just read his mind, or where he's going, better you than me, suckers.
He's out there like strong armed.
Yeah. Watch this throw.
He's throwing like quarterback passes with breadcrumbs.
Are you watching this? Are you watching?
Yeah. He's telling one of those ducks, go long.
He fucking hits one of the ducks in the head.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that throw right there. Yeah. And I like that. Look, I don't want to talk too bad about Brendan Fraser and Harrison Ford, because there were moments where I actually liked them together.
They're accomplished actors. I'll get that. That's a given. But I just think they really didn't offer anything in this.
No,
movie.
they didn't. I was just saying that there are bright spots where they got along because they were able to get off some one-liners, and in a comedic way, I kind of appreciated it because
very, very dry one-liners.
But very dry one-liners. Yeah. The only thing that kind of got me is like, Jesus, man, Harrison Ford's character in this movie, does this guy ever like cheer up? No. I mean, this guy just pissed. I was expecting to pick up one of those kids in a wheelchair and throw it at Brendan Fraser. God damn it! You better not work in Jeopardy.
He has that syndrome that you get if you ever worked on Star Wars, where you basically, when you get older, you turn into Yoda, and that's what he looks like.
He's shrinking.
Yeah, away with me with it.
Find cure I will.
Yeah, find the cure I will, but get the fuck away from me.
Need enzyme I do.
Leave me alone, you will.
This is bullshit, it is.
Let me listen to my freedom rock.